Hey guys, we are outside on a cold December night. We're hunting. We're gonna go hunting for two things. We're gonna go hunting for this yuzu up here. We climb this ladder and grab this. We'll get this regular yuzu, and then we're gonna get us see if we can't capture us a Shishi Yuzu. So we've got this yuzu. We're gonna go walk over and get a Shishi. One sec. Let's get over there. All right, here it is, right here. Look at this guy. It's pretty big. Let's get it cut off this poor little tree here. And there you go. This is the Shishi. I'm gonna bring it inside and take a look at the inside of it. Hold on, guys. All right, welcome back, guys. So we are here with some special fruit today. We just picked this Shishi Yuzu and this regular Yuzu. What I've got over here, this is something new. This is called a Carolinia Lime, courtesy of Stan McKenzie. So we got the Carolina Lime, the Shishi Yuzu, quite rare, and then this is the regular Yuzu. Back here, just for fun, I have a Thai try. So the Yuzu, everybody kind of pretty much knows how this tastes, or at least there's more reviews online as far as what that is like. So we're gonna kind of try to focus on the Carolina Lime and the Shishi Yuzu. All right, guys, so I guess what we'll do is we're gonna, I guess we'll start by just scratching the surface of this here. And this has, you know, of course, it's got the classic yuzu scent, very nice. Let's go ahead and scratch this one. Similar, not quite as the maybe not quite as fragrant as the regular yuzu. So this Shishi Yuzu is quite big. You can tell how large it is compared to the regular yuzu. This one is more ornamental. And actually, when you look up pictures online, they're usually more furrowed and like bumpy and kind of wild looking. This one is moderately furrowed and bumpy. I don't know if I had left this on longer, if it would got more and more kind of gnarled and wrinkly. But I want to go ahead and, you know, I tend to usually wait too long to pick my fruit, so I wanted to go ahead and pick it. So I guess what we'll do is maybe we'll start with the regular yuzu. We'll just kind of cut it open, that way we can compare. You can see on the back it's starting to deteriorate a little bit, but and just a wonderful fragrance from this. They're quite fragrant. This one actually has a lot of juice in it, so at least this year I didn't wait too long. Sometimes when I pick these, they're like pretty much all dried out in the middle already. We'll do a Brix reading on it since it's so juicy. So for regular yuzu, it's 10. It's right at 10 Brix. We'll pull a seed out. Well, actually, maybe I'll give you a close-up of it. That's the regular yuzu. I'll break out a seed. It's got these kind of fat seeds right here, and it's got like kind of like the dark end on it, almost like a little cap. I'll put that right here. Flavor wise, it's like a lemon mixed in with I don't know, like an orange and some sugar or something. But the it's pretty delicious, even though it's sour. There's a very distinct flavor to it. Let me put this aside. We're not going to really focus too much on that. Let's go ahead and go for this giant Shishi Yuzu. Just going to do my kind of standard cutting technique. I don't even really know if there's going to be, or what the inside of this looks like. Just getting a little whiff of it. This is about the size of a pretty big grapefruit. Kind of twist it open. Okay, so that's what it looks like. It's kind of got an open center. Does look quite different than a regular yuzu on the inside. It almost looks like it has a little bit of pomelo or even grapefruit in this. So the way the seeds look, they don't look the same. If you look down here, well, I'll actually bring it up. Here's the Shishi Yuzu compared to the regular yuzu seed. We'll get a Brix reading on it. It looks quite like a, you can see like the pith is so thick. Let's take a measurement. This is like, like 3/4 of an inch. And if I can, we'll scoot this over here. Cut a little piece off. See if I can get a Brix reading. Look at the thickness of this pith. It's amazing. This would make a good, I think they use these for candying the peel. You can see why. And I'm going to take a taste test of that too. Let's get a Brix reading on it. I already cleaned off my refractometer. This is 9. Quite similar in Brix. Let's go ahead and take a bite out of the flesh here. It's actually a total different experience than eating the regular yuzu. It has quite a mild, much milder flavor to it. It's a little bit dry and kind of, it's not as juicy. Almost borderline ricey. But it's almost like eating a pomelo. So this you could just eat, actually. Actually tastes pretty good. It's mild. It's not, it tastes a little bit like really mild, watered down lemonade almost. So, let's get a piece of this pith. It's almost like cotton candy, this thing. It's so, or like cotton, it's so fluffy. Okay, so this might be where the key to this fruit is. This pith is, it's reminding me a little bit of ice cream bean. When you eat ice cream bean, you got this fluffy little pith or surrounding, you know, when an ice cream bean It's got the surrounding like puffy flesh, I guess. Very similar texture to ice cream bean. Just very light, fluffy. Let's take a bite of the actual rind here. See if this could be good for culinary uses, which I'm sure it is. Oh, that's a burst of flavor. There's no bitter in this. There's no bitter. It's like you seriously could just slice these up like this and eat it, or put it on salads or something. Now this is where the flavor, I think, really pops. Now you could see like the oil glands in here. That's pretty delicious. It's not like eating an orange rind where it's got like a lot of the like harsh oils in it, where it makes you kind of like, it has a lot of bitter, very faint bitter in the rind. It's got a really nice pop to the flavor, and if you get a big chunk of this pith like that and eat it just like this. Let's try that. That's a good combination. It has but it has a little okay, now I'm getting a little bit of faint bitter, but it's not interfering a whole lot with the taste. So hopefully I just have a little tree of this. I'm gonna graft this out in the yard. We'll test the cold tolerance of this, and man, if you can get these big giant wild looking fruit to grow out in your yard, and say 8A, 8B, that's kind of a sight to behold. All right, so let's put this away. Just kind of clean up here a little bit. Here is finally the Carolinia Lime, which looks quite similar to a trifoliate times clementine now, but it's different because the leaf arrangement is different, on which I'll post pictures. I'll try to add them onto this of what they look like, the trees. So I've heard that these are quite good. I'm gonna give it a try. It's the smallest of all the fruit I've gotten out here. This one's about 1.5 inches or so. The yuzu was about 2.5 inches. This shishi was a little over 5 inches, 5.25 inches. So I'm gonna do a little scratch test on the rind. Now this the leaf pattern does have trifoliate in it, but it's not all trifoliate. Picking up a little bit of the skunkiness of trifoliate. We're gonna cut it open. Take a look inside. Okay, so this one's a little bit dried out. I did have this in the fridge for a little bit. I was waiting on these other two to ripen, or to be ready. Now this does look similar, quite similar to a clem times tri times clem. Now it's got the flesh has a little bit of green in it. Let me get you a close-up. Kind of see what the seeds look like. So this one is chock full of seeds and not a whole lot of flesh. Let me see if I can get some. I'm clean off my refractometer and we'll see if we can get a little bit of juice on here. It's going to be a little difficult to see if we can get some juice, but here's the seeds. Let me see. Judging, I haven't grown this. I do have a small tree I've grafted, but judging by the way the leaves look with the amount of trifoliate in it, I'd imagine that this is pretty hardy. Barely getting any juice out of it. I think there's enough there now. Let's try it. So this is at 10 bricks, and I'm just gonna have to just bite a little bit of this pulp right here, see if I can get some flavor off of it. Well, what I could say about it, it's not really offensive. I'd like to try this. Maybe if it was, I need to get a better taste of it earlier before it gets kind of like, you know, a little past its prime. Now this one, you can tell there's some bitter in this one. You can tell that there's the faint trifoliate funk in it, but it's not bad. It's a little bit of a shame that there's so many seeds in this, but depending on how hardy it is, it might be worth growing just to get something growing out there that's citrus in a borderline area. It has almost a little bit of a sweet tart flavor to it. There might be a little bit of faint sweet in there too. But so this is quite, you know, a step up or two from trifoliate. Now, would be a whole lot more useful than just regular trifoliate, and it's not as bad as like Troyer or some of the other ones, some of the other like citranges. So, all right, guys. So this is the seeds. These are the seeds for that, which is the Carolinia Lime. And we're pretty much going to wrap it up. That's it for this. So I guess in conclusion, just kind of overall great flavor is the yuzu. The shishi and its furrowed kind of look has a awesome like albedo or this kind of pith part, which is awesome. I could see a lot of use for that. You can just kind of peel this and eat it, and actually the flesh is good too. It's like kind of like a pomelo. But yeah, wanted to get this out there. Another last look at it. And thanks for joining me. And I've got some other citrus that I'm gonna, hardy citrus that I'm gonna do tests of. All right, guys, thanks for joining me. I will see you around next time. Take care.